Here's part 22 of my CD collection. This is the second row of the top shelf, so here we go. Remember when I mentioned I had the Family Values Tour CD from 2001? Here it is. Has Stone Temple Pilots, Staind, Linkin Park, Static X, and Dead Sea. All live tracks recorded during the tour. Really like the Static X version of Cold on here. It's crazy that 3 of the bands on here, the singers, are now have passed away since this. Kind of crazy. And Korn, this is the first one that Korn wasn't even involved in. Although when they brought it back in 2006, they would come back. Great stuff in here. I mainly bought it for the Static X songs, but now the funny thing about the Static X Push It, it says it's featuring the singer from Dead Sea, but they mixed 2 different shows. Like they mixed a show from like Buffalo and probably somewhere else. I don't know. Found that kind of weird, but yeah, I recommend this compilation. I still need to get the 2006 one. I think there's a 2007 one, but I could be wrong. I think yeah, this is the only TSOL CD I actually own. A great band. I bought this because I was really anticipating to go see them. Because they played near me. So I bought the CD being like all excited, like, oh, this is cool. And then, like, a few days before the show happened, someone got stabbed at the venue. So, yeah. Or, it wasn't at the venue, it was actually near it, but still. Anyway, this is a great album. I like the song Cry Baby. Terrible People, which, you know, Jack Grissom, he's got his Johnny Rotten vocal style going on heavily in that song. See the woman right there. It's a, you know, TSOL, they're really good. I feel like they really are kind of underrated in the punk scene, in my opinion. Like, people talk about them, but not often as I feel like they should. I don't know. I got this at a Goodwill. This is a bootleg recording of the Phantom of the Opera on stage, starring Paul Stanley from Kiss. And I think this was actually recorded, I want to say, in Canada? Canada in 1999, I want to say. But it's an entire audio recording of Paul Stanley doing Phantom of the Opera back in 1999. Pretty interesting stuff, because he talked about that in his book, you know, doing the Phantom of the Opera. I think he does a great job. I don't even know if that's on YouTube. I should check. I don't even know why I have this. Because I haven't even seen this movie, but Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, it's mostly like just gospel music, which is fine, but you know, it's like you had to have seen the movie to understand it. I don't know. And Whoopi Goldberg, in my opinion, is an alright actress, I guess. I think I have this first Sister Act soundtrack on cassettes somewhere, I think. What we have here? Oh boy, did this album get a lot of hate when it came out. Gorillaz with Humans. I don't know why my camera does that. But yeah, Gorillaz. This is, you know, this band became one of the most, it's interesting. This band became one of the most loved, like, bands, or, you know, bands ever. Like, they put out 3 great albums, and then they didn't put out anything for, like, 7 years, and people were like, oh, excited for it, because it was like the 7-year, or no, it was like 6 years maybe. This is the deluxe edition I got at Best Buy, by the way. Anyway, they came back and everyone hated them. Oh, it's a 2-disc set, that's why. I was like, really? Like, everyone just crapped on them. Like, not even like, oh, they're not as good as how they were. They're just, you know, alright now. No, we're talking like levels of like, oh, by the way, there's disc 1, this is the deluxe edition. Did it say something? Oh no, it's just the numbers. But yeah, I really do not get the hate for Gorillaz now. Yeah, they're different, and you know, I think, you know, people really just expect another Demon Days, and that's just not fair, you know, because it's like, I don't know, just like, oh, I put the back on the front. That's actually pretty clever. Like, what was the song I really liked? Saturn's Bars, that's a really good song. But yeah, is it different than Demon Days and all this stuff? It's like, yeah, but, you know, just, I don't get it. People hate whatever. Yeah, there's the second disc with the bonus tracks. But yeah, it's just like, now, apparently they're not even that popular anymore. Like, they put out music and everyone was like, oh, we're excited for new Gorillaz music, and then when they put out the new Gorillaz stuff, it was like, oh, we hate this stuff, they should have went back to retirement. You can't win. But I like this album. It's weird, but I do like it. I think this is the last Gorillaz album I actually bought. Picture of them. I like the weird kind of out there kind of pictures. Kind of matches the tone of the album. But yeah, I like the Gorillaz, or I should say Gorillaz. If you don't, fine. But I love them. Anyway, enough about that, my tangent about Gorillaz and their fan base. Speaking of a project that the singer of Gorillaz was kind of rivals with, is Oasis with the Do You Know What I Mean single, which has Do You Know What I Mean, Stay Young, a demo version of Angel Child, and them covering David Bowie with Heroes, because why not? I think I got this for like $3. I love Oasis, another great band I really like. I think I've talked about them a lot before. Oh, this is a burned CD copy. I don't know why it's broken like this, but it's Crude, Rude Chicano Dude from Gene Pompa. You know, he's a comedian from the 90s, and, you know, kind of lesser known. I've seen him a couple of times. He's like kind of like a raunchy kind of comedian, but I really like him. This is his second album. He only released it digitally. I wish he kind of put a full length CD out. I made it myself too, this CD. It was gonna be on vinyl, but it never happened. This is a band my mom likes. In Excess with Kick. Released in 1987. My mom actually got to see them live back in 1985. Here's her second show ever. This is an original press as well. Sadly, Michael Hutchence passed away in 1997, took his own life. May he rest in peace. Yeah, I think I'll show that later. We got Down with what is this? Which one is this? Shoot. Down 4 Part 1, maybe? Released in 2012. A really great doom kind of sludge metal from singer, Phil Anselmo, because I have to have everything he has. Witch Tripper's a really great song. And I hope to one day get the chance to see Down live. I had to clean this CD multiple times for it to get to play all the way. Yeah, Down are great. Got lyrics and stuff. Oh, should I show that? I don't think I can show that. Probably cut that out later. I don't want my video to be flagged. I don't even know why I still have this CD because it doesn't even play. But it's Ace Face, which is I assume I haven't even heard a note from these guys because the disc didn't even play. But they're from England, I know that. Yeah. I don't even think they have an archive link. But yeah, the disc suffered from this has disc rot. And it doesn't even play on any of my players, so probably throw that out, honestly. Which is a shame because I really want to... Oh, that's a lens cleaner. Which is a shame because I really want to listen to that band, but What is this? Guitar combos? It's nothing. Oh, this is a CD I made. This is called Tomorrow's Nobody, the album. Basically what this is a bunch, Tomorrow's Nobody or like this internet group of friends that made like these videos and stuff. Pretty known on Newgrounds. And this is a list of like stuff this is a CD of songs they did like that they put on their website years ago. I put it out in put the album on YouTube. Pretty random funny stuff, like they parody Limp Bizkit, Some of these are not even songs, they're just like spoken word tracks from David, which is this dude right here. I think I did a really good job considering because, Yeah, that's a really good, really funny album. 80s Metal Mania. Another compilation of 80s metal songs. It's really like mainstream stuff though. But it's got like, let's see. Night Ranger, Kingdom Come, Steelheart, Cinderella, Twisted Sister, Poison, Kiss. I think I bought Marley from my mom. I got it at Target years and years ago. Yeah, Come On Feel the Noise. For some reason, that song reminds me of Coraline, because I listened to that a lot when we bought this album, and I had just seen Coraline. So I bought this, what, 2009? Yeah. Maybe late 2008. I had to get a new case for that. Jesse Malin. Solo demos April 2000. Before Jesse Malin, he's a musician in the New York area. He's made a lot of rock songs. He's been in a bunch of like punk bands in the 80s. And before he recorded his solo album in 2002, he put out this demo that I found at a Goodwill randomly. I don't know where it came from or who printed it, but a lot of these songs are early versions of songs from the first album, and some of them didn't even make the other albums. And I gotta say, he's really good. Unfortunately, right now he had some kind of spinal stroke or something. He's dealing with something, and he's partially paralyzed, so he's trying to get back on his feet. So, hope he does that pretty soon. Hope he makes a speedy recovery, because he's a really good singer. I really like him. Hole. Oh. Yeah, this is Be a Man from the soundtrack to Any Given Sunday. I love Hole. If you don't like him, honestly, you can go to hell. Well, you know. If you don't like him, and if you're a jerk about it, yeah, but, you know. Great single. They were actually working on, I think, another Hole album when this came out, and it just never came to be. And for whatever reason, it has a POD song, Whatever It Takes, which I think was also on that soundtrack. I got this a long time ago. Made in Sweden. What is this? Oh, Static X live on Rockline Radio, September 3rd, 2007. I tried posting this on YouTube, and something got blocked on it. I don't know. I have to re-edit it and kind of try to post it online, because that's a really good performance of Static X during the Cannibal era. Pantera, Cowboys from Hell. Great album. Not my favorite from them, though. This is their first major album label album from Atlantic in 1990 and Atco. Songs I really like from this album, I like Clash with Reality is a great song, of course. Cowboys from Hell, you know, Domination, Art of Shredding. You could definitely tell that Phil was starting to change his vocal style around here. Like, he still had the Halford-like vocals, which, funny enough, Pantera actually collaborated with Judas Priest after this album. It's got the lyrics, Diamond Daryl, then he would be called Dimebag, Phil, White Grape, Vinnie Paul. Oh man, just great stuff. I know they're really overrated, I get that, you know. And I kind of agree to a point, but you know, you gotta love Pantera regardless, and I do really enjoy their music. I wish... And maybe, I know it's not like exactly Pantera, but I know they're still playing without them, and so maybe I'll see them live one day. I don't know, we'll have to see. Groove Universe. I got this at a CD store that no longer exists. Is from is a local rock band from mid '90s. They put out this one album, and then I don't know why they just never really got around. I think you could find this album on YouTube. Just look up Groove Universe and look up some of the songs. Yeah. Jack Peck. No, it has nothing to do with Josh Peck. So don't even ask in the comments. Yeah, Groove Universe. Pretty decent stuff, actually. Like, it's typical kind of indie rock, but alt rock, but you know. It is what it is. There's a band called Mental. I think I showed this band before. It's a hardcore band from Boston. This is their EP, And You Know This. I burnt this years ago. Yeah, 2002. That's a great EP, by the way. But they later put this on what they put it on? Put it on that compilation I mentioned. I showed in another part. But honestly, I prefer the speed of the vinyl that was transferred compared to the version that was on the comp. I don't know why. It just sounds more raw and more just angry. I don't know. The Best of the Go-Go's. Or no, Go's Greatest Hits. Oh no, Greatest. More like a CD my mom kind of liked. But it's like got Go-Go songs, including one that was recorded for this album. It's just like pop stuff, you know? You know the Go-Go's, we got the beat. Our Lips Are Sealed. Vacation. Vacation. I don't know, I guess my brother's here for tomorrow. I don't know why. I thought he was going to stay at his girlfriend's. By the way, happy early 4th of July. Alright. This is the first Tenacious D album, you know, from 2001. With the original back cover. But I'll show something weird about it. It looks fine here. When you turn it around, though, it's weirdly printed. Like Tenacious. Like, almost like something messed up. Yeah, Tenacious D. And then it's like, you look at the back, it's like, whoa. The part of the top is on the bottom, and part of the bottom is on the top. So... Oh no, this is a reprint because it doesn't have the babies on it. That's interesting. So this was like made around 2002, 2003, but they messed up on the printing. Even more so here. I mean, it's not unique at all. It's not even that rare. It's not even rare at all. It's just a mistake. But I found it kind of cool that it's unique to it, you know, it's kind of a unique mistake. But it's the first Tenacious D album me and my brother used to listen to this all the time, you know. Wonder Boy, you know, Dio, The Road. I like Tenacious D, and I actually heard they're working on another album, so can't wait for that. They usually come out with an album every 5 to 6 years. We ride with kings on mighty steeds across the devil's plain. That's like the history of Tenacious D. That wouldn't become a song fully recorded until the second album, which is, I showed it before, but it's, Pick a Destiny. Speaking of Mental, here's their Yo EP, which the CD version has the Yo EP, which has like really great song Climbing Aboard, which I think is a cover. But it also has a live set, live on WERS, which is really, really good. I got this at a record store for $1. And I used to have a burnt copy of this, but I think I gave it away or something. But yeah, Mental are great. They were like one of the first hardcore bands I really got into. Yeah, lyrics. If you like hardcore, check out Mental. What can I show next? Okay. My friend John mentioned his new metal collection video that he liked a band called Boy Hits Car. I bought this thinking it was that band. I don't know why, but I always thought, but no, this is a band called Boy Sets Fire, which are completely different. These guys are like post-hardcore, but it's not bad stuff. Very, 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 you know, in-your-face kind of post-hardcore. It's not bad though, and I think they had a couple songs on some soundtracks back in the day, like some game soundtracks. You got lyrics, guys. Looks like World War II era pictures. This is the only Boy Sets Fire album I actually own. What do we have here? Oh, Flogging Molly. I like these guys a lot. This is a bootleg I found at a record store. This is live at the Lowlands Festival in Netherlands, August 23rd, 2004. Although the spine weirdly says August 22nd, 2005. But I listened to it. It's their 2004 set. I like the song Selfish Man. They're kind of like Dropkick Murphys, but actually better. I don't know. I think a couple songs from this are online, but I don't think the whole thing is, honestly. So I might post that, because I do like Flogging Molly. What was the song? Drunken Lullabies. That was the first song on that bootleg too. That's cool. What else we got? Pantera, The Great Southern Trendkill. Probably my second favorite. Need to hold the camera like this. Probably my second favorite Pantera album. Very heavy. Very, very, very heavy. I mean, some of the stuff like that they talk about in this album still rings true to this very day. I think like War Nerve probably, and it's got some songs featuring Seth Putnam from AC, which is pretty cool. I need to get the deluxe edition. It has like really cool mixes, and it even has like demos and stuff. And you could hear, like here you could kind of hear Seth Putnam on some of the songs, but on that remix you can really hear it. And Drag the Waters kind of sounds like a new metal song. I know some Pantera fans will get on me about that, because I really know they're not new metal, and I know they're not, but I said it sounds like a new metal song. What is this? Static X lives during 2005 during the Start of War tour. This is a bootleg. Recorded actually at the Irving Plaza in New York. I found that out later. They actually play I Want to Effing Break It live, which is pretty rare that they ever played that live. Yeah, track number 3. They never played that live. Ever. Well, very rarely. And that the recording of that show happened to be that. And it's a really good live set, too, because you don't really see many Star Wars era bootlegs out there. What is this? Chart Toppers. I don't remember owning this. I guess I do, though. Well, you know what? I can use this for... it's got some alright stuff. Jungle Boogie. I think my mom had this. I don't know. I don't even know where it came from. Because I'm not a big disco fan. I don't know. What we got? I think this is the only Lords of the New Church CD I actually own. There's nothing nothing sacred. I paid a lot for this too. This is Stiv Bators' band after the Dead Boys broke up. It's kind of like new wave kind of stuff. It's actually really good. I like the song Dance With Me. Is this the one with Open Your Eyes? No, it's not. Dance With Me is a really good song. Very different from Dead Boys, but I do like it. You gotta have more of an open mind to enjoy it. Stiv Bator, may he rest in peace. Here's the original CD, I think from the 80s too. And since we're actually talking about the Dead Boys, here's the first album. Young, Loud, and Snotty. Great Cleveland punk rock right here. When you think of like punk rock, American early punk rock, one of the bands you'll think of is probably Dead Boys. This whole album is just perfect. Like Ain't Nothing to Do, Sonic Reducer, What Love Is, All This and More, I Need Lunch. I like the melody of Ain't Nothing to Do, which is actually, I think this is one of the tracks. Hey Little Girl recorded live at CBGB, which is an East Coast club in New York. The CD is pretty hard to find too. I had to order it from a site. Probably hear that there's some fireworks, but it's alright. I highly recommend it. If Sex Pistols really isn't your thing, I really recommend Dead Boys. I think they'd be a lot more accessible. And speaking of Dead Boys, here's their second and final album. We Have Come For Your Children. Unpopular opinion, I prefer this album over the first. I think there's just a lot more songs on here that I enjoy. Like, I Don't Want to Be No Catholic Boy, Third Generation Nation, Calling on You, Tell Me, which is a Rolling Stones cover, Flamethrower Love, Ain't It Fun. Just such a great album. I think this is a European copy from '99, yeah. Because it's the only one I could find. It's got the lyrics. Shame they never made any... Well, they made an EP, but that was only on vinyl. I still need to get that. I know they re-recorded the first album with another singer, but... you know. He's no Stiv. Here's a Tenacious D bootleg. This is Tenacious D Cosmic Shame. This is a show recorded in Burlington, September 28th, 2001, which I have the video of this, and I have this audio recording from a soundboard. It's a really good show, but you can find the whole show on YouTube with this audio recording and the video all at once. I think the video is from the master, because my copy is from a pretty worn VHS. When I was showing my new metal CD collection, I completely forgot to show this. This is Powerman 5000 with Transform. This is a listening station play copy. This is when they kind of start to change their kind of image and their kind of sound, which is not bad, but you could kind of tell this was like the start of the kind of the them changing, you know. Like Free or Theme to a Fake Revolution. It's good, but it's not their early material good. I still wish I had a copy of the second album, but that's so freaking hard to find. Oh boy, we're gonna be hearing fireworks for the next week. Actually, the next month. Transform now. I like the drawings. It's really good. Yeah, Powerman 5000. Remember when I mentioned that the Xyz put out another album that I later really liked? This is that album. This is Head for the Door. And I know about this album and this band because track number 5, Hey You, which was on the very first Guitar Hero game a year later. This came out in 2004. I remember thinking Hey You was a really cool song. Hey You! Really good band. I wish made more albums, but you know. When I hear Hey You, I don't know why, but I kind of hear the Daria theme. Or kind of it's like Daria-esque if you heard it. Gotta have your usual photo collage of pictures. Really cool photo too. Head for the Door. I think they're still playing. I don't know though. And I like Sex Pistols, but I know they're not everyone's cup of tea. This is their demo before Nevermind the Bollocks came out. It's called Spunk, which is basically the bootleg demo that came out before first album, or only album. It's got a couple of bonus tracks, like some Anarchy UK, Pretty Vacant, and No Fun demos. Got this from my friend who owns a record store. There's many versions of Spunk, but this is probably the best one to get. Recorded with Glenn Matlock. And there he is right there. With a blonde looking Johnny Rotten. Early pictures. He was released by Sanctuary. That's cool. Blank. Kind of like replica of the vinyl, but You get what I mean.